Hello everyone, Porcelain here on Manufactured, and welcome to another custom video. What you're seeing on screen right now is a little bit of the footage from my first LPS Custom, which if you'd like to see that, the video will be linked in the description. I had so much fun making this custom, but I believe that video is over a year old now, and I haven't made another custom LPS since, and so that's kind of a shame, and so I figured, why not, now that I have a little bit of free time in the summer, I was feeling particularly inspired to try and make another one. So I picked out a few more LPS and I begun starting on the process to making my next LPS custom, which is what this is about. So I chose to do Minka McDonald's LPS. I removed her from her stand, but I lost that footage unfortunately. So here we have the bits of another LPS who I removed from their stand at the same time. This one was a little bit harder because it had 3 nubs instead of 1, which I had to saw off with a X-Acto knife. This is not something, for my younger viewers, this is not something you should do. You should let your parents saw off the pieces. If you would like to remove any pieces from your toys, don't do it on your own. Don't work with sharp objects. After having removed the pieces, I actually went to work on painting them white, and I didn't film this process because I felt like it would be kind of boring for all of you to see me just painting these figures all white, and I just sat down with some TV episodes and watched TV and painted not only these 2 LPS figures, but the next 2 pony figures that I'm going to be using for my customs. They are all McDonald's figures, but I think that they're the best things for when I'm just like doing my first few customs. I don't want to do them on the actual toys because I would feel bad if I, lowered the quality of a toy. But I do have a lot of planned customs of other things. So here she is, all covered in her white paint, completely covered. This took 2 coats, and I'll show you the other figures. We have the squirrel figure that I did at the same time. He is also covered in 2 coats of white paint. There's a little hole in the back of him that I couldn't fill in, which is a shame. But the bits of the Minka figure filled in really, really nicely, the little cutout bits. So that was nice. I didn't have to fill them in separately with clay or anything, which I'm happy about. And then the 2 ponies, which I chose. And feel free to leave in the comments below some requests, some suggestions for these next figures and what they will become. So for this Minka figure, I decided that I was going to create her design based on Harley Quinn. Now this is the Harley Quinn that I grew up with and love, the one from the original sort of design from the Batman cartoon, and that's the Harley Quinn that I sort of fell in love with. But provided that this figure, she has the pigtails already sculpted onto her, I had to go with more of an updated design for my inspiration, this being one of the video game versions of her. So I wanted to create something a little more similar to this design for this custom, and I think she turned out quite nicely. So first I picked a skin tone. I wanted to have the face part exaggerated in a lighter color, so I went in with a darker, like more natural skin tone for most of her body, and then I just chose a lighter version. I mixed a lighter version of the skin for her face. Each coat of everything took at least 2 coats of paint. I am working in just plain, simple acrylic paint. I wouldn't use this on a doll, but it is great for both pony and LPS customs. It takes a little bit more if you want to get it to a very, very nice, smooth texture, but I don't really mind the look of a little bit of a painted texture. And so with her, I do my best to smooth it out and not have any strokes of paint sticking out too much, but at the same time, I really don't mind that it's a little bit textured because she is painted. And the 2 coats of white paint before starting this process, I definitely recommend. Don't just start in with the colors you want. Paint your figure entirely in white, because it will make the figure, it'll make the paint stand out so much better. It'll make it so much easier to cover the original plastic factory paint. Because I was painting them white first, I didn't have to go in with acetone or anything and remove factory paint, which is wonderful. And it just worked out really, really nicely. I definitely highly recommend put a couple of coats of white paint on your customs before you jump into creating them. Here I'm going in with that second coat of the dark paint, as I mentioned previously. I love her little pose, and later on I do try and create something for her to hold. It doesn't exactly go as planned, but you'll see why at the end of the video, or closer to the end of the video. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun making her. I love how she turns out in the end, and I hope you guys love her too. I had to paint her obviously in each part and then let the different parts dry. Now I'm doing the face in that lighter color. On camera it looks almost white, but once I do her eyes as well, and at the end of the video it'll be a lot easier to see the difference between the whites of the eyes and the light skin color on her face. But I did want it to look really, really, really light because Harley Quinn's known for painting her face in super, super light or all white makeup as part of that sort of clown aesthetic. I didn't want to give her too clowny of a makeup though. I wanted to make her look a little more sinister with her face and a little more playful, and so I go more just dramatic makeup, but not too much of that clown in there. Still very recognizably Harley Quinn though. Apologies in sort of advance for the fact that some of this happens, or a lot of the painting happens sort of near the edge of the camera screen. I have a very bulky camera setup and it kind of impedes, painting in the center of frame. I try and do my very best to keep it in frame, but it's a little bit difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite hard. I had this same problem with my other customs that I've done on this channel before, but I'm trying to stay cautious about that. And here I am painting her hair a light blonde color. It looks a little bit off the first coat that I do, but once I put in that second coat of paint, it really comes through as the blonde color I want it to be, and that's really, really nice. So her hair was also a little bit harder to paint because I was holding her while I was painting most of the time by one of her pigtails. Like, they're very convenient handles, and so I had to just try and hold her from different angles while I was painting her. But I am really happy about it, and I do think that the back of the head, the original sculpt at the back of the head, has just the hairline going in this weird like scoop at the back, and so at the back of the head I actually made the hairline end in more natural looking points like an actual haircut would, and I think that was a lot better than the original one. I always end up with my customs loving them more than I did the original look of the toy, and I think that that's the goal, even if other people don't love it, as long as I love it more than what I started with and I enjoy the process of making it, then I think it's fulfilling to do. And so yeah, I really genuinely enjoyed making her, and I genuinely enjoy what she looks like now. She lives on my desk. I am looking at her as I speak right now as I am recording this dialogue. I think she turns out really cute. So there is her hair and her eyes. Her eyes I did off camera because they were smaller, more detailed work I had to get in up close, and I couldn't do that on camera. So you can see the lighting change. I did this over the course of a few hours. I think in total her repaint, without factoring drying time, it probably took me around 3 hours to complete her, maybe 4, maybe, if you're not factoring in the time that it took her to dry between each of these coats, which was a lot of time. It's always a lot of time. Next, I painted on her eye makeup. I wanted to do this on camera, but I really couldn't do it on camera. I had to get in really, really close to get those nice details in her lashes, and so I just couldn't do it on camera. I just couldn't get close enough, which is a shame because I wish you guys could have seen that process. But you'll see the finished eyes. I think they look really cute and really expressive, a lot more expressive than the original eyes. They don't really fit in with the whole the rest of the LPS. My first repaint was very much to fit in with other Littlest Pet Shops to look like it belonged, but with her I was more interested in just creating a character, capturing that character in a figure, and not so much having her blend in with all the rest of them, because she's Harley Quinn, she should stand out, right? Then I painted her skirt and hair in the signature black and red colors, and it's this black and red that really, I think, show her character through, like make her recognizably Harley Quinn and not just a cute monkey with pigtails and eyelashes. I think it makes all the difference having those there. I then wanted to make her hammer, since her signature weapon, or one of her signature weapons, is a hammer. So I cut a piece of foam and I glued a cut piece of what are they called? Toothpick in there. And then I was painting them red, but I painted so many coats of red on this hammer that it just wasn't worth it in the end, and I gave up. I then coated her in Mod Podge as a sealant and let that dry. So this is the figure we started with at the beginning. I think she's kind of cute, but she's not really my sort of thing. And I really like how she changed when she becomes this. I just think this is so much cuter. I'm so happy with the way she turned out. She is just absolutely adorable. And here's the back of the figure as it started out, and the back now. All those holes are filled in, and I think she looks really cute. She looks like a nice finished piece. There's another angle of her hair. I really like her. I didn't want to add too much detail. I kept it simple because it's been a long time since I've done any repaints, and I think that she looks good as is. She doesn't really need any other details to shine through as the character that she is. I think she is still recognizably Harley Quinn, even without the hammer, even with the hammer that failed. I think she's still super cute. I also coated my first figure that I did. If you want to see that again, links in the description. And my second figure also got a coat. They're nice and shiny and smooth now. Now for our next repaint, I have these two pony figures and a squirrel LPS, and I have no idea what I'm going to turn any of these into, so if you want to leave suggestions in the comments below, that would be awesome. I love taking your suggestions. One of the repaints from before was a suggestion from you guys, so leave that in the comments below. Comment with whatever you want me to turn any of these three into, and I might use that suggestion for a future video and shout you out in that video, so make sure to suggest in those comments below. This is our little army of repaints and future repaints. I think that of everyone we've done so far, I am very happy with. I think they're cute, and especially this one that I've created today is definitely going to stay in my collection forever. I might even make a second one of her to sell just because I want to keep this one. I really like her. Let me know what you guys think of her though in the comments below. I love hearing feedback from you guys, especially on videos like this. I love making repaints, and a lot of the stuff I get for Tossed and Found is with the express purpose of making it into a repaint. So it's nice to finally get another one of these videos out, and hopefully it won't take so long for me to do the next one. Make sure you leave suggestions to pressure me into doing the next one. Aside from that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and keep playing by your own rules, guys. Bye!